Hello, biology students. Welcome to Wednesday, April 1st. It's the last day of e-learning before we go on our spring break, okay? While most of us aren't going anyplace for spring break and we're probably kind of trapped at home still, at least we will get a break from e-learning. Okay, to start us off, I'm on our home page and updates, okay, where we land when we come into class pages. I want to show you this. I should have done it all year. I've never done this. But I realize a lot, especially for those of you that have birthdays while we are under stay-at-home time, you might not be able to celebrate with your friends. So I want to give you a special shout out. So for our birthdays from the time we went into quarantine or stay at home, March 15th, up through April 6th, our birthday shout outs are for Danielle, Tyler, Avery, Gilberto, and Brady. And in fact, I believe, Tyler, yours is actually today. So happy birthday on that one, okay? For this week, I'm going to go to week 13 for this day here. There's kind of a lot of information in the Wednesday box, but it's really not much new. So you started this on Monday, this molecular biology self-paced basics, and I would like you to finish it up by Wednesday. And that includes the questions for the protein synthesis on the Padlet, because remember, I'm going to do a quick teach mini lesson screencast based on what questions I'm getting on the Padlet. So if you're not answering it, then I won't be able to address your question perhaps, or I won't know that there is a question. So please make sure that you finish it. Also, in Power School, Google Handouts, whether it's docs or slides, you do not have to click submit. In fact, if you do, it will tell you there's an error. And that's just something that they need to work out. But I can see yours in real time. So that's your first priority on Wednesday. Your second priority is to update your March Mammal Madness brackets. And so I have them all updated except for the final. And so you should be able to go into it and you'll see all the videos. We have round 1, round 2, and then the rest of them just have one video for each. So they're just labeled round 3, Sweet 16, 4, Elite Trait, and 5, Final Roller. So that's the second thing you're going to be doing. The third thing that I'm putting up here is if you're struggling with protein synthesis. In other words, when I'm talking about DNA being transcribed into mRNA in the nucleus, then the mRNA leaves and goes out to the ribosomes in the cytoplasm where it's translated into proteins made of amino acids. If what I just said was confusing as heck, it makes no sense at all, and I'm talking a foreign language, then that probably means you need some extra practice. So I have the Amoeba Sisters, which we all love, protein synthesis video. It's right here, or you can click on the link. Or you can play the Bioman Bio protein synthesis game. Or finally, I also have links to CK12 digital textbooks on the right to assist you. This has a little bit of everything, the overall process from DNA to protein, and then it breaks it down with RNA, transcription, genetic code, and translation. So these are like the steps of central dogma. But let's say I'm just confused on the translation part. I can click on it. And then lovely thing, I love these books. Just turn your Chromebook into like tablet mode and you can feel like you're reading a digital book. But the best thing about these is not only do they have nice visuals in here, which if you hover over will kind of give you some more information. They often have videos. And any of these words that are highlighted in blue mean that there's more information about it. So if it's talking about the ribosome, and I don't know what the heck they're talking about with the ribosome, I can just click on it, and it will give me more information about what the ribosome is. So here's a whole concept. I can read about it. I can see the real-world application of it. I can answer some questions about it. And so it's nice because I don't have to always look in the glossary or someplace else. So I would really get in the habit of using this. It's a great resource as you go on into high school. They have a lot of great textbooks and reading materials and activities for you. And I will probably be pretty certain that you will be using CK12 at some point. if not pretty much every year. So let me go back here. So that's what you're going to be doing here at the end, just to kind of get more reinforcement. We're going to be going on spring break. When we come back from spring break, we are going to apply what we've learned with protein synthesis and look at a case study. After that, we're going to start researching different diseases and sort of segment into genetics a little bit. We'll talk a little bit about biotechnology. Included in that, we're going to talk a little bit about vaccines, simply because it piggybacks on what we've been talking about with COVID-19. And it has a lot of up-and-coming biotech practices in it, so we'll look at that a little bit more. And then after genetics, we're going to switch into evolution. So we're going to have a big research project that's going to take a lot of the time for our e-learning. And then we're going to have like mini teach sections on some of the concepts that you're going to be researching about. And that's kind of how we're going to probably end up finishing off our e-learning segment. So please let me know if you have questions. I look forward to hearing from you. I miss you guys a lot. Just don't tell 7th grade, please. And I will hopefully talk to you guys soon.